Okay, this image was provided by Vipul Chejara. Vipul requested me if I can make a video of how can we do selective adjustment. So let's see how we can do it. What I have done now actually is I have opened the image into camera raw, and I'm going to try. Actually, it's really beautiful image, and it is serving the purpose which I believe people wanted to capture all the shadow. But I personally thought that we can open up shadow selectively at some places only. So here we are. I have opened it in camera raw, and now I'm going to click auto and see what happens. Right, it has opened it, but of course it has opened a little bit more than what I wanted, and to the whole area which I don't really need. So fine, what we will do is um, we will cancel it. This will go to default, and we will open it as an open object. Yeah, so while holding shift, you click open object. Once the image is opened into Photoshop, what you do is you right click here and then make a copy, but you make new smart object via copy rather than just a copy, and then double click on the bottom layer, which will reopen into camera raw. Now we can click auto and we can have these changes, and then click OK, reopen into Photoshop. Now we don't see any changes because the changes we have done is in the bottom layer. So if we click this eye icon of the top layer, we will see the changes. So what now we want to do is we will select some of the adjustment onto top layer. To do that, we will have to select the top layer, then click on this mask, and then you select the black brush. You have to make sure your foreground color is black. You can select brush by clicking B on your keyboard as well, and then increase the size. Selected black brush, and my brush is soft, because we need soft brush anyway. And then what I will do while it is selected, I will select I will reduce the opacity actually from 100 to, I would say, around maybe 40, between 40 and 50. Okay, and then I will open up this area, the area which I thought will benefit if we open up the shadow here. So in fact, you know what, I'll let me do the complete area, this area, and then what I can do is I can then reduce it a bit. So I'll have here as well, I want some here as well. Because it is nice if you can see a little bit of details where the shadow is rather than completely black. So I would prefer selective adjustment. Okay, so I have done my most of the work I wanted to do. We have some here as well, maybe some here. Yeah, Yeah. Okay, what I will do now is I will actually reduce and go back to 100%, so I know exactly what I'm doing. And then I will select the gradient tool, which is if you the shortcut is G on the keyboard, and then select black to none, and then radial gradient. Opacity 15 will do, and then make sure you select the mask again and change the background from black to white, which is you can do by pressing X on the keyboard, or you can click this double arrow sign anyway, and then you reduce it a bit because I think it's a bit too much. We don't really need that much. We don't want to lose the charm of this shadow, so we'll reduce it. Okay. There are actually other ways of doing as well, but I have selected this way of doing. The other way is actually what you do is you make one more copy, or you change the sequences and then reduce the opacity. But I think I would go this way. Okay. Now if we click the mask, then we would know the before and after. That's before, that's after. I think it's a bit too much as yet, so we'll reduce a bit, especially in the middle bit here and here. Okay, let's see before and after again, once again. Yeah, yeah, much better. Now I would select the brush now with, I would say, around 20 opacity, and I would like to reduce the brush size and then bring this dark shadow back, because that is the charm of this image. I'm just giving you an idea actually. I'm not doing 100% job because it will take a little longer than it should when you want to do really, 100% work. Okay, so here we are. That's your before, and this is after. As you can see, we can see some really, you know, uh, shadow with details, and well, that is it really. But if you want to go any further, you can do a bit more, which is what you do is you create a dodging and burning layer at the top, and then what you do is you actually, let me show you what I mean. Okay, I have created the dodging and burning layer here. I have got action for that, so I'm not going to go in detail here because we are not here actually to understand the dodging and burning right now. But I'm just doing this to show you that what we can do further if we really want to do. Okay, so and then what I will do actually is I'll stroke on these shadows, nicely to make it little darker. So there will be a punchy shadow, if you know what I mean. There we are. It will give proper definition. Okay, we don't want to do too much. So let's see before and after. This is before, after, before, after, and that is it really. It's very quick. It doesn't take no more than, I would say, about maybe 10 minutes the most, and it really does good job. Of course, you can flatten the image once you're happy. I hope this helps. and don't forget to subscribe the YouTube channel if you would like to have auto notification on my new release videos. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.